No, I'm not worried about an invasion to South Africa, not at all. I think we are way far from anything like that.
Yo, what's up and welcome to Common Sense. I'm Andre. Now the world is divided. Left, right, common sense, fools, progressives, lefties on the right. And then we have the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, aka Cupcake, siding with the dictators. He has drawn the line in the sand. Before we get into what Cyril Ramaphosa has to say, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification so that you will always be up to date with what's happening right here on Common Sense. Now, I'm going to let the president speak. Let's get into it.
Displacement. It is our commitment to international law and the United Nations Charter that informs our deep concern and action of the United States in Venezuela, which has undermined the territorial integrity and sovereignty of a UN member state called Venezuela. We reject utterly the actions that the United States has embarked upon and stand with the people of Venezuela. And we demand the release of President Maduro and his wife as well. We reiterate our call for decisive action by the United Nations Security Council to fulfill its mandate and advance peace and security.
It's strange that these politicians and presidents will use these exact same words, that they stand with the people of Venezuela. But the people of Venezuela are free. They're celebrating it. They're celebrating that they do not have a president as a dictator anymore. They're celebrating that this man is no more torturing and throwing children into prison. To see that President Cyril Ramaphosa is so quick to stand with the Venezuelan people, I have a question for the president. Where were you in 2019 when this happened? So where were you, Mr. President? 2019, when that happened to the Venezuelan people? You are a hypocrite. You are a liar. We know for a fact that you are just a politician. That's what you are. You are a puppet. And we know for a fact that there are specific countries that got their hands so far up your... That's who you are, Mr. President. And I'm not ashamed to say it. It is shocking that we have a president that sides with dictators, Hitlers, Stalins. That's who Cyril Ramaphosa sides with. But let me show you the countries that has the biggest mouth at the UN Security Council. Let's check it out.
We firmly condemn the U.S. act of armed aggression against Venezuela in breach of all international legal norms. We call upon the U.S. leadership to immediately release the legitimately elected president of an independent state and...
Wait, hold up. Did he just command on Russia? Russia going, President Trump, you have to release. Trump is laughing at you right now. He's laughing. He don't care. He doesn't care what you had to say. Because he's the president of the United States. The president of the free world. He doesn't care what you have to say. He will listen. But he doesn't care.
His spouse.
China is deeply shocked by and strongly condemns the unilateral...
China shocked. China shocked. China, how does your people look like? China, how you treating your own people? Russia, how you treating your own people? I bet you if a Chinese or a Russian has to open their mouth like I'm doing right now, they will be thrown into prison. Show me again, China. You disgusted? I'm disgusted. Show me, China. The hypocrisy is thick in the air. from these dictators.
Legal and bullying acts of the U.S. We call on the U.S. to ensure the personal safety of President Maduro and his wife and to release them at once.
Iran also affirms its full support for the people.
Iran, your nation is burning down right now because people are sick and tired of the way you dictate them. They're sick and tired. The nations are burning. But you want to come sit here with your self-righteous moral stance on what America did to a dictator? How dare you? Your own backyard is burning, and yet you want to come sit here and think you have some moral stance on what happened. Clean up your own home first, and then speak.
People and legitimate the elected government of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
In the criminal attack perpetrated by the United States, 32 Cubans lost their lives in combat actions. They were carrying out missions on behalf of the Revolutionary Armed Forces and the Ministry of the Interior at the request of counterpart bodies of that country.
Cuba, your own people are making videos and sending it on social media so that Donald Trump can come sort you out. And we all know what Trump said about Cuba. We all know. It is shocking, the hypocrisy of these spineless men. It is shocking. And yet we are supposed to take the UN Security Council serious when they're all sitting there, dictators, broken international law over and over and over again. And yet they want to come and say to Donald Trump and America what they need to do. I'm glad Trump is doing what Trump thinks is best for America and for the Western Hemisphere, because that's what he's doing. He's getting rid of the dictators, one dictator at a time. And if you won, you're next. But let's get to something really important here, South Africa. South Africa is really in trouble. Our president is not focused on the poverty rate, which is 60%. He's not interested in the unemployment rate, which is 32% and 62% with young people. So it means that the next generation that is supposed to take over by paying tax and taking care of communities and building families, they won't have opportunities for work because our government does not care. Just the mere fact that GBV was announced by the president of South Africa as a national disaster, yet nothing is being done. Nothing is being done. Cape Flats are not cleaned up from drugs. We all know where that drugs is coming from. Your Cuba, your Venezuela. We all know the drugs is coming from there. But nobody's stopping the drugs that are killing our young people. But yet you have a president that will side with a dictator. And this is the president we have here in South Africa. Spineless puppet, no common sense, no logic, no wisdom, just a whole lot of dialogue that means absolutely nothing to the South African people. South Africa, it's about time you wake up and realize that the government's mission is to destroy your life and not to assist you to build it up. Have a fantastic day and God bless.